All right. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Tuesday. So we've got some folks online here. I'm going to do this a little bit so I guess I can't do that too much, can I? Because I got two of us that are going to speak today, so I'll move that around. It is Tuesday, July 21st, and we're going to do Marketing 102. Now, why is it not 101? Well, I'm actually going to do an abbreviated 101, so you get a zoom through some of the things you should already know. But then we're going to get into a little more in-depth stuff of the tools and resources you have available to you in your zone platforms. Hopefully the people online can hear me just fine. I know you don't have your audio on, but thank you for being on there. So if somebody online, if you can't hear me, let me know. Or you can put it on chat. Kevin's watching over here, so we'll deal with that. All right, let's get started here. Whoops. Okay, good. Try and get my little image out of the way here. Just make sure who we're looking at here. So again, we're calling this 102, and I am betting we will have a 103. What do you think? We'll have a 104, Lee? Do you think we'll get that far? Okay. Here, I'm going to be talking to Lee over here. Lee is our rock title in our marketing area, and she does some amazing marketing things. And guess what? I'm not a marketing person. I'm a managing broker. So I'll talk about the legal part of it and we'll let her help with some of the creativity. But I'm going to give you an overview of some of the tools that are out there. But first, I'm going to just start. This is an old document, but I thought I would throw it out here. I've got a couple of new agents here. They haven't joined yet, so they just got licensed. And what is happening to my screen? Well, that is weird. How did my screen change?
Here. Oh, wait.
What are you seeing? Kevin, can you flip it around quickly?
Okay, that's good because I don't know why I didn't touch anything and it moved. That was weird. Okay, so one of the reasons that it's not.
Oh, it could be me. Here, let me get out of this. I'm in there.
Okay, let's make sure you're not playing with that.
I just X'd out. So
okay.
In case that was me messing it up.
So part of what this talks about, and on the left side, again, this is an old document, but I thought it was very useful because, when you are not just first starting out in real estate, but if you've been in real estate for a while, every couple of years, you need to re-look at things. Come on and join us, Hillary. So you need to re-look at where you are publicly. What does the public see about you? Okay. So on the far side, it talks about, kind of crafting your own mission statement, your business name, some of the branding things that I teach in that branding class. Who are you and what makes you and your business different? Look, we got 6 people at this table, 7 people, whatever. We all do things a little differently. And quite honestly, the thing I love about real estate is there is a client for everybody. There is a house for everybody. And some people are going to want to work with one agent and some people are going to work with a different agent. You don't have to win every client, but you have to win enough to keep busy. And you need to create who you are so they feel comfortable coming to you. So some of the things on the far side here are craft your mission statement, choose a business name. That's not the Realty One Group, right? That if you're not just using your name, then you need to create your own business name for that. We'll talk a little bit. Lee's going to talk about headshots and bios in a little bit because she's going to help me work on my website as a broker because I don't have one. And all of you have a free website, by the way. So we're going to show you how to do that. But go ahead and then if you look on the next 2 sections, there are different things about setting up cloud file storage, your signature software. You actually have the signature available to you in our stuff. You don't have to buy that anywhere else. You've got signatures that are there. You want to modify that. And again, re-look at where you are. If you've been in this business for a while, what do you want people to see when they're looking at your stuff? So, set up your social media. Do you have a Facebook business page? What about your LinkedIn profile, your Instagram, your YouTube? Yes, Pinterest for those of you that like diving into different areas of interest. And that may be one of the things used as a marketing ploy. Like if there are things you're interested in that are on Pinterest, that is a great way to meet other people that are interested in those things, right? Opportunity to connect to people. So now I think this is very funny. Set up real estate profiles. I don't know how many of you want to set up Zillow these days, but you can. Many people, and including myself, I've been on Zillow for years, right? Realtor.com, you definitely should go to Realtor.com. If you have not, make sure that that is set up. I would go on and at least look at the free profile for Homes.com. We just met with them about how you can buy into the Homes.com system and get a lot more for that. So just some overviews here for things. If you guys have not seen, why am I not on my main screen? Hold on a second, folks. Yeah, I know, but it just seems like I should have more of that screen visible instead of, well, no, they're seeing it.
No, 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 this will just share this. It won't share it too.
No, I
Oh,
can't do
no.
that. No,
Okay.
that's emailing it.
Um,
But usually it is more of a, I don't know why you're getting all of this extra stuff on the top. That's all right. We'll keep going. So here are a couple of tiles. For those that have not logged into the One Zone, when you get into the One Zone, there is a platform that you can go to that will give you all these different things. This is a part of Zone Pro. You log in there and you get the One Zone. These are just a handful of the tiles of technology that you have access to. I've hand selected these. You will not see this on your screen anytime soon. Because we're talking about marketing, I put across the top the three main connections that you will be using initially. Number one, that's the One Branding site. Number two is the One Design Creative Studio. Then number three is the One Suite. Okay. Below that is Zone Pro. That is your connection now to get into this. It is a new platform to all of us. And so our realtors go through the zone, our real estate professionals go through Zone Pro. Down on the bottom, I have two resources for you. I don't know that we'll get into details with either of them today, but One University, if you are looking for how do I create something, how do I do this? There are so many tutorials in the One University. Rock University has social media templates. It's got monthly newsletter templates. It has a lot of stuff from Rock Title that they provide to you as an agent with Realty One Group. It's one of the benefits of our owner owning both of those companies. So take advantage of that. We'll get more to that probably in our 103 version. So let me go to the next screen. Okay. I want to bring this up because if you have not seen this, it was in the newsletter this morning, my Tuesday morning newsletter, really gave you this graphic. Tomorrow, July 22nd at 10 a.m., the One Prime Time, which happens 2 Wednesdays a month, is talking about Zone Pro. If you have not taken the tutorial, great, go take the tutorial and watch this 1 hour live presentation. Arcadius is the gentleman with the microphone there. He is our technology guru with Realty One Group. He's designed the back end of all of this stuff. And he's going to tell you how you can use this Zone Pro in multiple areas. I'm not going to get into the details. You can see, you'll get a closer look at all those things that are listed there. Please take advantage of that. There's going to be some incredible information. It will be a 1 hour presentation and it will be recorded, but if you can make the live one, normally I would do it here and do a screening. I'm not going to do that because I'm going to be heading over to the Scottsdale office for the CurbView presentation, which is a lunch and learn from ARMLS. If you did not see that in my notes, folks, by December or by January, Monsoon will be gone and CurbView is our tax reference platform. So we have a training from ARMLS at our North Scottsdale training area, which is not our North Scottsdale office. It is in your notes. So if you get a chance to look at that, you will see that. Okay. So, well, I put marketing 101. It's actually marketing 102. Okay. So we're going to start by showing you just some slide screenshots of Zone Pro. How many of you here in the room have been in Zone Pro, have logged into Zone Pro? Allery has, you guys? Have you not been into Zone Pro? You haven't logged in? Kevin, have you logged in?
Oh, no, I could've- I don't think I-
Okay, so the first thing you need to do is go in and you'll see on the upper left, if your photo has been uploaded to your profile, you will see it there. You will see One Family 3 years. This is my managing broker platform, not my agent platform. I've been with Realty One Group 18 years. If you guys did not know that, I joined in 2008, but I've been managing broker for 3 years. The X in the circle is the One Lux designation. So that's up there so people can see that immediately, right? So let's see if I can move forward. All right, you can see on the top, I've clipped. Profile is 90% complete. Up on, this is on the top right, by the way. It would give you edit profile, and then if you have any invoices to pay that you hadn't paid would be there. You'll see some basic information. You'll see the little edits, right? You've got little pencils to edit things. Here's my bio, right? I could go in and edit this. This is just a slide. I can't do that. If you had any billing, you could go in and take care of your billing. You will see that there are all sorts of things that I am connected to. If you'll notice, I've only got 2 of them that are white, which means those are the 2 I have linked of my social media. Personally, if you're doing a lot of real estate business, as many of those that you participate in should be white. You should have them linked to your profile, right? And it's very important when we look at other things. I have 5 designations, multiple specialties I've chosen. I've written down golf as my hobbies, and look, language is English. Any of you speak other languages, please, please put it in there, right? Now, this is assuming you can speak it at a level that would be applicable to real estate. Let's clarify that, right? So I've taken multiple years of Spanish. I could not put Spanish down there at all. I am not fluent in it in any way, shape, or form, let alone with terminology for contracts. Okay, let's put it to that level. But there you go. So you can see when they switched over to Zone Pro, our documents did not load here. They should be getting those loaded shortly. You'll see your license information and when your license is due up for renewal, etc. Okay. All right. Yep.
Is it okay to
Yeah,
ask in that?
yes,
So
yes.
with regard to the bio, when I was trying to do it, there's a section that you're not really allowed to make a change, so I think it's grayed out. When I did the Zone Pro tutorial, it kind of said that there are some things that you will need to approve before it gets published.
So I believe you can put it in there, and then when you click that you want it, I believe it goes to, I don't think it goes to me. It does go to somebody else for review.
Okay,
Yeah, it's just to make sure that it's
appropriate.
appropriate. That's a good word. Yes, appropriate, exactly. So yes, so one of the reasons I'm starting with Zone Pro, and one of the reasons that this basic primary, if you don't have a photo, you don't have a description, when you get ready, when this Zone Pro really starts going active, and if you miss this call tomorrow, which is going to tell you how to activate cities, when people go onto this referral network, you're going to be missing. Okay. The referral network is now inside Zone Pro, which means if you are a Realty One Group agent all around the world, you have access internally to look for other agents. And think about it, in Arizona, in Maricopa County, we have 3,000 Realty One Group agents. You want to talk about standing out? You better have a way to stand out. Because otherwise they're not going to find you, right? Does that make sense? So you don't have a photo, swipe. You don't have information on how many years you've been doing real estate, that you don't have designations. Okay, pass these guys by. I'm looking for somebody that's done some business. Does that make sense? If you have done luxury and have ever considered becoming a luxury, a One Lux agent, you first have to go to the Institute for Luxury Home Marketing, ILHM, and go through that class and do several luxury deals in order to become a One Lux agent. But that is going to make a difference, okay? So again, this is that search platform. Connect with professionals, right? So you can see that this is where you can go in and search. It starts with country. Remember, we're in 26 countries. So you can search by other countries. Think the hardest thing is that you then have to put a state or a province and then a county. So it makes it a little difficult. You can't just go to a city, which I wish they would allow you to do that, because most people know, well, I want to go to Phoenix, but a lot of people from outside of Phoenix don't know that's in Maricopa County. So they're probably going to have to Google what county is Phoenix in, right? So you have to go in this sequence. But please understand that this is where it starts. Okay, I am going to go ahead and go into my actual one zone. And this is where you'll see some of the tiles. For those that aren't familiar with this, we have lots and lots and lots of tools and resources. Some of these things you don't have there for brokers, but there's lots here, right? You can see there are multiple types of zones. We're talking about Zone Pro here today, which should be this tile over here. And this is going in and showing you my actual live Zone Pro account here. I could go in and click the pencil and edit this. And I can go in and edit my social media. Remember, I said I only had 2 white highlighted social media things. I could go in and add my Facebook, my Twitter, my TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram accounts, which I have not done. Okay. But all of those things can be edited. They're edited in your profile here. And I'm just going to back out of this so I don't make any mistakes. Let me go over to the, whoops, we're not going to go to OneSuite first. Let me see where we're going to go. We're going to go back to One Branding here real quickly. So let me go back to my frequency. I want to show you something here real quick. So when you first start, or if you have not yet downloaded these, let me take you to One Branding. This gives you lots of resources and tools. Now, I would normally start down here on this lovely little styling guide, except for some reason they have the media kit there, so it's not actually the styling guide. So I'm going to start with logo usage and click on the logos. You can scroll down here and see the logos, and you can see how you're supposed to use them, and that you're supposed to have a certain amount of negative space around the words. Just a reminder, you cannot use the icon of the one circle without the 3 words. You must have Realty One Group. Anytime you have that one, I've seen a couple of designs from people with cards or things where they just, their website, they're just putting that one circle with the 1 in it. You cannot do that. The Department of Real Estate says, most people don't know what that 1 means. Could be one bank, it could be one computer shop, it could be all types of different things that start with the word 1. So you can't use that. You have to have the 3 words. So this is the icon. That's why it's called it secondary, right? It must have those 3 words. Goes down and shows you all these things, and you can download these. This talks about what you are not supposed to do with the 1. You cannot change the actual logo itself. Okay.
Can I insert something here too? So one thing that we're seeing, we're seeing, yes, a lot with real estate agents is that they're using AI as a tool, which is amazing. But if you're using it for all your marketing and you're letting it insert the logo on your behalf, the chances of them getting the logo wrong are very, very high. And that's going to impact your compliance. So if you are doing your marketing in ChatGPT, just fine. But if that's something that you want to add the logo in secondarily using like a program like Canva or whatever it is to make sure that you're staying within the boundaries of the guideline.
That is great information. So what I want to show you up here is if you go to this guide, by the way, this top line here, what you have to do is you have to get it to turn gold and then you can press on it. I clicked on guide. You can look at some affiliate branding. Styling is what I want you to see. And I believe I already have it open someplace here. There we go. Okay. So I already had styling open. This is where I suggest people start because it actually gives you the actual color detail numbers. So you can match the white and black exactly with our actual corporate color scheme, okay? The gold, they even give you the metallic down on the bottom here. You will see this down here. We actually give you the PMS numbers or the, is it CMG? I can't remember the color, whatever these other color codes are. But that's very important. If you go online, you can actually put that into your program and say, this is the number I want. If you're going to get a shirt made or a sign made, the marketing people will take that information and actually color code correctly so you don't end up getting the wrong black or the wrong white. I mean, think about it, folks. You know, when people paint a house white, what shade of white is it? I don't know. There are a lot of shades of white. Is it slightly yellow? Is it slightly tan? Is it this is the exact white, the exact black, okay? And if you keep scrolling, we give you not only the primary fonts you can download, and again, you just go on here and you can download these, right? We actually give you a set of secondary fonts that you can use. If anybody has seen our unmatchable, changeable, I don't know, we've got an unbrokerage, right? Those top Freeland, that's the UN numbers that are slightly askew and italic, right? So that's where those fonts come from. The Babes Nui, I guess, I don't know how to pronounce that. Those are all capitals. So if you're looking for lowercase, you will see there are none. So if you end up downloading that, just understand that. Gives you details if you want to see how these are typically used. So you can see display, subheading, and body text. But here I wanted to scroll all the way down. This is so important. If you are going to be designing stuff in Canva, please download both the textures and brush strokes. You don't have to have white on black, black on white, white on black. Blah, right? That has no character in it, has no texture to it. Use these things to change up your information, okay? Let's see. I think we got through those, and I'm going to show you. Let me go back. Whoops. Move out of the way if it will. Okay. Let's see if this is, no, okay. I'm going to go back to this. Sorry, folks. We'll go back to this. So one of the things I like to share to people is under the essentials over on the right. This happens to be one of the signature stamps that I happen to like, but there's other things here. This is one place where you can find one of our marketing proposals. You can find these elsewhere as well. And this is one of the presentation for a listing presentation that's electronic. But here is an email signature that you can download. You can download the banners. All of these numbers on the bottom, by the way, will be updated. We have over 20,600 professionals. So that number will change. We are still in the top 1% for international franchising. So, but a lot of these numbers will modify. This is a very old slide. But you fill in this detail up here. And if I'm not mistaken, this has the links. When you download it, it will automatically call you if they click on it, or I'm sorry, email you if you click on it. And I believe they're able to click the phone number to be able to call you off of your phone. So it's a very interactive email signature. I like some of the other ones that are available. We have plenty of different designs, but understand if you just take a picture block, that you have to add the HTML. So somebody clicks that they automatically email. You have to add that HTML coding there, which is very easy to do. In one university, ask, how do I add HTML to my signature block? And it will give you that instruction. It's very easy to do. But if you don't know how to do it, take that extra step. I don't know how many of you send out emails, but if you are sending emails and you simply are signing, Melissa, see ya, right? I can't tell you how many times, agents, I get emails from you. I am on the road. I pick up that email and I see, oh, Patty. Oh, great. No phone number. No, nothing. I'm like, I'm not in a place where I can stop, go scroll through to try and find who Patty was, where your phone number was, or go look you up if I have to go into my ops screen to go try to get there and get that information. And you're working with me. What do you think about the person on the other side that's a realtor on the other side that you send something to? You didn't even put a phone number in there. Folks, you got to have a signature. Let them know who you are. I can't tell you how many times I get emails like that from other agents. And I've got to go to the Department of Real Estate to try and find out who they are. Why? Why? Please make yourself accessible, okay? Really, really helpful. All right, so I've gone through email signatures. Now we did the logos, fonts. All right. Oh, just something fun. This can be found a couple of different places, but there are little, are they pronounced GIF? GIFs? Giphy. So we have a lot of designers with Realty One Group have over the years. Some of these have been around a long time, but you can download these, use these in your Instagram, your Facebook. You can put them all sorts of different places. So they're little fun, little moving.
So how did you access again from?
So that I would add, it is, whoops, that's going to come down on me. I can't, hold on. That goes away. Trying to get you guys can't see it, but a bar came down over there we go. So in your.
One branding or?
It's in the one branding. Where'd I go? It is actually, it probably is in the one branding. If you go up under social, I believe there are social stickers here, and that's where it is. Okay. So you can grab those social stickers. There's a ton of stuff on here. I'm not going through every piece of this, but we're going through some of the key ones so that you can see that.
Yeah.
And then when I go back to this, now I want to go to Creative Studio. How many of you have been on Creative Studio recently? You have. Allorie's brand new, by the way. She just joined us. And she's also a One Lux agent. So she made sure that she got her One Lux in place so her branding could all be in line with that. And so we'd already talked about some of this, thankfully. So we made sure we had that ready for her. Now, I have a lot more folders over here than you do, but you all do have this business marketing folder. And the business marketing is for you and your business, right? It's to market agent how you reach out to other people. It's not for the property, it's for you. So we go back to the branding. What is your branding? Who are you as an agent? What's your unique value proposition? What photo do you want to use as your profile photo? I mean, all those things fit into this. But so let's go to business marketing, and you will see we have a lot of different things: door hangers, flyers. We've got business cards. Now, these are some business cards you can use. There are other business cards available on the one zone. There are corporate ones, right? So you've got different vertical and horizontal ones. The key you want to make sure is that it does not say each office independently owned and operated. We are not. We're owned by the owner of Realty One Group, okay? So what I want to do is I'm going to kind of push through this. in terms of designs for business cards and or for signage, and yes, I can go back there and show you some signage, but you also can go to just your browser and type in Realty One business cards, right? And hit enter. And then if you guys didn't know, you can click on this images and all you're going to see are images of business cards. These are Realty One Group business card designs. I'm not saying to click these people underneath here. These are marketing companies. Not saying that, but gosh, we have 20,000 plus agents around the world. Don't you think somebody's come up with some pretty cool designs that you might like? So go look at what somebody else has done. You can then take that. You could work with Lee. She can help you put something together. There are other places you can go to buy those business cards. You can buy them off this site, but off of our site, not this one, right? But you can see all sorts of different design styles, right? One with a QR code here. Somebody's got a circular business card. Again, horizontal, vertical. Look, somebody's got a rounded curved thing there. Totally different styles. If you want to click on this, great, but understand I'm not promoting any of those businesses there. I have no idea what businesses are posting these, but there are a lot. Look, some more circular ones. I've never seen those actually. Some cool ideas, okay? If I go back to the Creative Studio, and I actually I'm not a fan. I need to honestly tell you, I do not like these arrowed. I gotta keep my mouse out of there. I don't like these yard signs that have arrows. I'm only figuring one is pointing at the house and one is pointing at the street, because they usually don't have the arrow on the other side. So unless they've done it backwards. But my biggest complaint here is, and here, I guess, let me just click on this so you guys can see it. My biggest complaint is the font being used for the agent name. For those that don't know, I have a daughter that is dyslexic. Somebody that is dyslexic cannot read that sign at all. They are not going to be able to read that name. And by the way, if you don't know, they are not teaching cursive anymore. So the likelihood that the younger generation is not going to be able to read that sign either is probably pretty prevalent. Please do not do a sign with a heavily cursive, fancy font that people can't read. By the way, they're driving by your sign going at least 25 miles an hour. You think they're going to remember that name if they even got it the first time? No. You need to have something that is in kind of this big block text here that says your name, and it should be almost as large as that phone number as far as I'm concerned, so they can see who that is, right? Let people know your name. If we get a call from somebody that read a sign, we have 308 plus agents in this office, let alone if they're calling for this office, right? If they didn't get either your phone number or their name, we're pretty stuck. We got to try to figure out what street they were on and see if we can find an address in MLS.
Never call for me.
They were calling for you, just so we know. Okay, good to know. Get a new sign, will you? Sorry. So something to know about that. All right, we are going to move on though, because we've got about 25 minutes left. We are going to go back to my slide deck. And, oh, I see what happened. I popped out of the slide deck. That's why I did that. Okay. We are going to go right here to the OneSuite. We're going to talk a little bit about what we can do with the OneSuite, and I'm going to pass this over. You ready? No?
Yes, I'm
Okay.
ready. Okay, so here's
You got still a couple of slides there.
okay. So Melissa had a lot of great advice for you guys on marketing in general. One thing that I'm pretty passionate about is getting more of our Real Estate One Group agents to fully build out their free Realty One Group website. But before you do that, headshots. So like what Melissa was saying, every agent appears exactly the same if they have no headshot, no bio,
The
haven't
gold one?
updated their web.
It's a gold one is what
Gold
it shows
one.
up. That's
Yes.
all that shows up.
So, I mean, you basically don't exist online, and the way that you're going to reach the most people possible is if you're online. That's just the world that we live in. I'm sorry. I mean, I think it's also important not only in your referral network, but also the fact that you guys are real estate agents and like it or not, like a big part of your job is to do sales and marketing. And so when you're looking to prospect to potential clients who might have a house to sell, you know, one of the things that they probably want in an agent is someone who has some marketing skills, who can list their house, get the word out about it. And so if you're not showing up yourself in your own business in a way that shows that you have those skills at some sort of basic level, I mean, I don't think that's going to set you apart for someone who does. So the beautiful thing about Realty One Group is that they have all of these tools and they have partners like myself, like my partner Kimberly, who do have that marketing background. And you guys can really lean in and borrow from our experience to help you with some of that if that's not necessarily where you want to be spending your own time, or if you don't consider that your strong suit. So with that being said, I think what Melissa and I want to do is just kind of give you an idea of how easy and simple it can be, even with some support or not, but how quickly it can be to get some of those basic elements onto your one suite so that your website can be up to speed. So click. Okay.
There you go.
So before we even get there, I think we need to go back to one seat and show.
We'll show these, so then we'll go to the one suite.
Okay. So so the first thing is on the website, there's a hero image.
Yeah.
I almost want to show a website first.
Oh.
Let's show a website so we can talk about the different elements and then we'll come back to that. Is that okay?
Yep.
Okay.
So you
Go
want,
to your website.
okay, let's see where that went to. Nope. Okay, so let's go back to this. We're gonna go, I thought I'd opened it. Okay, we'll just go again.
Okay.
I must have closed the secondary screen. Okay, so I'm gonna sign in as an agent, even though this is not my agent account. And I'm going to go to my website and my website editor.
Perfect.
So this is just going to show you the basic website.
The basic website. This is straight out of the box.
Right.
With the exception of
I actually have my name.
she has her name and her headshot here. So that already puts her ahead of at least 50% of
80% of
80% of her agents. Okay. So that one change right there will set you apart from 80% of the agents that you are potentially in competition against, just having your headshot. So the one thing that we see a lot here as someone in marketing, is there anything about this image that we're seeing that maybe isn't ideal for someone who's a real estate agent here in Phoenix, Arizona?
It's an East Coast photo.
Does that look like a house that you would be selling? No, right? So automatically you're losing a lot of your potential clients because you're not being representative of the type of houses that you're actually selling.
And this is Realty One website,
Yes.
right?
Yes, this is your website, how it's gonna come straight away.
Suite. You go into one suite
Uh-huh.
and just go to the website editor on the bottom portion. This is what will pop up.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm gonna scroll down again. There's lots of customizations that can be here, but look, she has a bio here. Again, just along with the headshot, there are so many agents that don't have their bio in this section. People need to trust you. And this is going to be one of the first places they're going to look, is they're going to read just some simple information about you online.
And just so you know, I did not put that on my website. That is from my profile. That's why I started with a profile where you change your photo and your profile on your Zone Pro. It auto-populates to here.
Yes. So maybe we can kind of show, you kind of talked about where to put the headshot in the bio.
Yes,
Okay.
that's in the Zone Pro. yeah.
That's in the Zone Pro. So you can also go to your profile here. You're not going to be able to do everything here. But there is a section right here for a customized bio.
So for those online that didn't see the mouse move, up on the upper right of the one suite page where my photo shows up, she went over there and clicked on it to get my profile.
And there's some more customizations there that you can add. So some of it is on Zone, some of it is here. If it's not showing up correctly on your website, here's another place you can come and make sure everything looks up to date. Okay, so look, here's her picture. So step number 1, Zone Pro bio profile picture, at the very least. Okay, so now let's revisit
Zone Pro.
Zone
Mhm.
Pro.
Profile. Bio and photo.
Mhm.
We'll take care of that. in a little
Yeah.
bit.
So, okay. So now we're going to revisit this picture of this East Coast house and how we can get a different image that is more in alignment with the type of clients that you guys are going to be reaching out to in your niche. So I'm going to go back over to our PowerPoint. So who uses AI? Anyone here? Valerie does. Most people do, right? And within any AI program that you use, they now have image generators. They're excellent. But the key to being able to use that effectively is your prompt. So lucky for you guys, I can help you with that. And I put together a prompt here. It's something that can be customized to you very easily, copy and paste into the image part of whatever AI program you use. So the essentials are putting together a website. I need a hero image. That's what we call it in the marketing world, a hero image of a website. I'm a residential real estate agent. I'm selling homes. This is the price range of the homes that I'm selling. So like Allery is really focused on luxury, right? So she might put a higher price range. We have some agents in this office who are focused on selling manufactured homes. Maybe that's what they put. Whatever your niche is, you want to focus in on that and get some information in here about what your niche is. So, I mean, I would say most people though, in the Phoenix Scottsdale area, about 500 to 1 million is the price range. And you want to put the location, Phoenix, Scottsdale. I mean, it really doesn't matter. It's all kind of desert here. And so we want it to be representative of our ideal type of home. We want it to be photorealistic so it doesn't come off too much like AI, and we want it to look kind of like a stock image. So if you don't have your own listing photography, this is how you can get those photos in a way that's not going to get you into any trouble because the photos are owned by other people. And so there are some technical requirements that are important to keep in mind so that the photo looks good once you upload it onto your website. And so that's what's here. I took that straight from the Realty One Group website there. Okay. So copy and paste this into your photo tool. So I ran it. You guys want to see what happened when I ran this prompt? These were the 4 images that got returned to me because I wanted some options. So I asked for interior shots and exterior shots. So now I have 4 images that look much more in alignment of the houses that I'm actually selling than that house of the East Coast. Okay, so I sent those files to Melissa. Let's go back and show you how you can actually change it. So up here, I see these 3 dots in the upper right-hand corner. Click that. Click on Manage Banner. We're going to click on New. And then we can actually upload one of those images that we've downloaded from ChatGPT. So do you have those saved?
Mhm.
Okay.
Go ahead and you're gonna go to pictures
Okay.
over on the side. And then there should be for social media. Should open up a folder. Pictures for social media.
Images for social media.
There we
Okay.
go.
So I'm going to just go and choose this first one. This is, again, one of the ones that we had from our chat, and hit save. Now,
There we go.
we need to refresh it. It's loading.
Hmm.
You guys, it's loading up here on the very top. That's why we know it's still thinking.
It's spinning.
Spinning.
It may take a minute. It's probably a big picture. It's okay.
So again, we have agents from all over the world. Now they're going to get a much better sense that you guys are actually a local Phoenix, Scottsdale, Arizona agent.
Now, if you have a recent listing and a photo from one of your own listings, you are allowed to use that because you were the listing agent, so that's fine. And you do have the right to use that for years to come. So it's that is not an issue. But the nice thing about the AI generated is that it is not a specific house. It is not it's not restricted. You don't have to pay for it. Nobody's going to be knocking on your door saying it's a copyright violation. Please, whatever you do, do not take somebody else's listing and take. There you go.
There you go. You guys want to use that photo? I can email it to you too. I have all the photos. So if that's a photo you like, we can go ahead and get that over to you. But now look at Melissa. Looks like she's selling
Real estate in Arizona.
real estate in Arizona.
Cactus. So yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it took us
Got it
about-
tomorrow.
Yeah, it took us about 10 minutes. Melissa and I just did that as we were sitting here.
So Lee, you're gonna share this.com.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so the final thing is, and this is just the point I really want to drive home to you guys, is that I went through and I customized this website for me. I'm not a real estate agent, so I didn't do it that way, but I did do it for Rock. And again, the point here is the customizations are going to set you apart, and we can sit with you and do those, and it's just going to level you up so easily, and it costs you absolutely nothing but some time and maybe a little aggravation if you try to do it yourself, or if you want someone like me to help you, I'm more than happy to do that. So let me open up my website for you. And now it's ready to go. There are different customizations that you can make too. I'm not going to get into it today because I don't want to be too overwhelming, but like if you get really fun, like I made this image in Canva and I threw it in here because again, I'm in marketing. And so the more that I can come across professional and look experienced, that's going to go farther for me, not only as a sales executive for a title company, but also if I was a real estate agent. Okay.
That's perfect.
All right.
Questions? Oh, we lost everybody. How about online? Anybody online have any questions from all that? I'm not sure how easy that was.
I
to
do
think.
have one
Oh,
more
yeah.
thing to add. So next Wednesday, we are hosting a casual networking coffee co-working
It was
morning.
in your morning newsletter this morning.
Yeah, it was in the
Yeah, it-
newsletter. Please look. It's in Scottsdale at a beautiful brand new office building space. That would be a great time to bring your laptop and come out and we can sit down with you guys and go through some of this stuff. Okay. And you'll get to network with other agents, which is huge too, to see what they're doing.
And that's going to be a regular event, those little coffee get-togethers. So take advantage of them. Come meet with some other Realty One Group agents from all of the Scottsdale and Phoenix offices. For those that don't know, we have an office in North Scottsdale, and this one in Phoenix, Paradise Valley. So we're all invited. So enjoy a cup of coffee on Rock Title and come spend some quality time. It's an hour, 2 hours?
2 hours.
So,
No,
you know.
and you can get there whenever.
yeah, you don't have to be there right on time. So.
Yep.
I have a specific question though, for
Yeah.
the website. So I did create mine. And I was trying to find the one lots specific. I could not find it. It was more of
That you couldn't find the one Lux
template. No, like I just used the basic template.
for the website.
Yeah. for the
Okay,
website.
so folks, I can jump to that really quickly and show you. So in your creative studio, if you are a One Lux agent, let's see, maybe there isn't one, but did you go over here to the One Lux on the left-hand side
I
here?
did. I played with it, and anything with one box, I tried to look at it, but then the website per se, when I was creating it, it did not really provide say one box template.
You're right, it does not.
Yeah, so, but I thought maybe I can change
Marketing.
the logo on top, but it didn't seem like it has any.
I think if you go to your banner, there it is, under banner, One Lux, so it's under One Lux marketing and all the way down to banner. And then you can see website there, and this is the One Lux website. So it has the white slash on the side. So for folks that are not a part of, let me get out of there, that are not a part of One Lux, you can find, whoops, let me go back out of there. Where'd I go? Okay, under your business marketing, if you want to change your website style, you can go under your business marketing banners, and then at the very bottom are website design styles. So I'm gonna try to see if I can zoom in here for people online. So the difference is how the lines, how thick are the lines, and where does it say Realty One Group? So on the first one, that's the modern banner, you'll see that very large black section with the gold kind of painted line there, brushstroke. This next one that's a minimal banner, you'll see there's a thin gold border that goes around it. And then the Realty One Group in the white, gold, and white. I think that depending on your photo, that may or may not work. This bold banner one here has a thinner strip of black and a larger brushstroke, and then more space for the photo that's clean without things over the photo. So you can use different styles like that to put in as your web banner. The one that I have isn't even showing here. I think it's kind of interesting, but it's the default one. So if you want one of these other ones, you can look to do something like that. Other questions for people? New adventures. I see a lot of eyes here going, okay, I got some work to do. I got some work to do.
It's overwhelming.
So anybody online have any questions? You can unmute and ask them. We've got a few more minutes. It's all quiet there. Everybody's like, no, we don't want to say anything. I'm going to stop recording here. Let me do that, but I will continue to be open if anybody
Yeah,
stop
I can't see
recording.
it, so I'm kind of sitting here.
Okay, I'm going to stop recording now.